Hello and welcome back. In this lesson we'll be exploring the importance of vocabulary when conversing in the English language. We will also look at different ways to vary your use of the words. So you might be thinking, why focus on vocabulary? Well, that is a good question, but it is important to have a flexible use of a wide range of vocabulary for speaking, as you need to cover as many different subjects as possible when talking to a native speaker. You never know what the conversation will bring up, so be prepared. Topic related vocabulary. Another thing is, when you're speaking to someone and you're not sure what the topic is, if you were prepared and you read up on different topics, you can be prepared for what type of words can pop up in the conversation. So a good way to learn new vocabulary or to link vocabulary is to split vocabulary into topics. There are common themes that appear in everyday life, so it can help to learn words related to these themes, so you can use them in speaking if that topic arises. These are some common themes you could prepare for. Maybe education, crime, diet, fitness and health, work, information technology, environment, science, the arts. So these common themes could come up in conversation, and it's up to you to make sure that you are prepared. So I want you to pause the video and write down 10 words that you think would fit into each of these topics. So pause the video now and write 10 words that you would think would relate to each of these topics. Okay, now that you've done that, let's move on. So, you need to start learning the words. There are so many words in the English language, which could seem overwhelming, of course. But the main thing to do when improving your understanding of the language is to keep learning new words. You may think that you know enough, but to be honest, even native speakers need to continue learning new words. There are many websites and apps that help you learn new words. They can help you learn daily and on the go. So download a vocabulary app and get going. There are so many available. So go on the App Store or the Play Store and just have a look, see what you can find, okay? So going back to one of our previous topics, idioms. Like in the previous lesson, we learned that idioms can be confusing for non-native speakers of English, as they are phrases that do not have the same meaning as the words that are actually spoken. However, they are quite common in English, so it is important that you learn about them. These are essential to express emotions and ideas to non-native speakers. For example, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon that I got an A. Also, phrasal verbs. Again, phrasal verbs are a way to potentially improve your conversation skills, but they must be used properly. These will certainly be noticed by the person you are speaking to. Example, John really let me down. Collocations as well, we've gone through. Collocations, where being able to collocate properly is extremely important when you speak or write in English, and your skills in this area will be noticeable when you are speaking. You should not learn new words in isolation. Instead, you should check what other words collocate with the new word. You should not learn new words in isolation. Instead, you should check what other words collocate with the new word you are learning. Example, to catch a cold, catch a bus, or catch a fish. So why are all those important? Well, they're really important because you need to have the vocabulary in order to understand the idioms. You need to understand the words themselves first, don't you? You need to understand what over and moon mean. Then you need to take it a step further. Then you need to learn what them together mean. Okay? They have a separate meaning. So vocabulary isn't just about each word. It's also about what the words mean together. Again here, phrasal verbs. You've got two separate words. join together. So you need to make sure you know what each word means on their own and what they could possibly mean together. And again with collocations, okay? You've got catch and bus cold fish. You've got the vocabulary of the word, the verb. Then you need to know and go further with your vocabulary. You need to make sure you know around the word. So what it goes with, what phrases it can make. Okay? Once you've done that, then you can truly master each word and understand what each word can be used for. But as a native speaker, I'm still learning new vocabulary. So it's essential for non-native speakers to continue developing their vocabulary. And we'll go a bit further into that a bit later, how you can continue to improve, how we can use different resources, but that's more later. So thank you for this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Bye.